So this worksheet asks you to find the factor out using the greatest common factor for 1 through 4. So we're going to do that first. When you do this, there's two questions you ask. First question is, what divides evenly into all three of these coefficients, 5, 15, and 30? And that, of course, is 5. So we're going to put a 5 down to start with. We'll come back to that in a second. Then you look at your variables and you say, well, how many variables could I pull out of all three of these terms before somebody's runs out? So you notice this has 5 variables, this has 3, but this one only has 1 variable. So if I pull that variable out in the factoring, then it's all done. This term couldn't give me any more. So I pull that 1 variable out, and then that's all I can do. So I'm taking a 5 away from each of these. I'm taking 1x away from each of these. When I say take a 5 away, what I mean is I'm dividing each of them by 5. So that 5 will turn into a 1. You can write it if you want, or you won't have to in a second. The negative 15 will turn into a negative 3, and the 30 will turn into a 6. So 5 times 1 would get me back to 5. 5 times negative 3, back to this. 5 times 6 would get me back to there. The other thing is we took an x away from each of these. So this had 5 x's. It now is going to have 4 x's. This had 3 x's. Now it has 2. This had 1 x. It now has none. So what I could do is, if I multiplied by an x, x times x to the 4th would get me here. X times x squared would get me here. X times this would give me that x right there. So this is my factored out form. I pulled a 5x out of everything, and that's what was left over. Okay? So if we look at this one here, same question, what divides evenly into all three of those? And you could try 2, but there's something bigger than 2, so we want the biggest one we can. You might be tempted to try 8, but that doesn't work for 12 and 20. So with a little bit of thinking, you come to 4. 4 divides evenly into everything. And then we want to go ahead and look at our y's. We have 2 y's here, 1 here, 2 here. So at most, we can pull just 1. This middle term would be done. Can't give us any more. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. We had 2 y's. We took 1 away, so we'll have 1 left over. If I do 4y times 2y, I get 8y squared. I know I'm okay there. 12 divided by 4 is 3. I had a y, I took it away, there's no y left over. 4y times 3 would be 12y. And then negative 20 divided by 4 is negative 5. I had 2 y's, I took 1 away, I'd have 1 left over. So I have this parenthesis way too far over there. We'll put it right here. This would be our answer. Okay? And again, you're trying to take as much as you can without having any term have stuff that it can't give you. So we come down to number 3. All right, number 3 has quite a bit going on, right? We have to take 60, 150, 10, and 20 and try to find something that divides evenly into all 4 of them. And with a little bit of thought, shouldn't have been too bad. 10 would be the thing we can yank out of all of those. Okay? We have 3 x's here, 2 x's there, 5 x's there, 2 x's there. So at most, we can take 2. Everybody's got at least 2 to give us. So we're going to take 2 x's away. And this has 3 y's. That has 1, 2, and 2. So everybody has at least 1 y. We're going to pull 1 y out. Okay? So 60 divided by 10 is 6. You had 3 x's, took 2 away. There'd be 1 left. Had 3 y's, took 1 away. There'd be 2 left. Had negative 150 divided by 10 is negative 15. X squared, we took that away, took the y away, so that's all that's left there. Okay. 10 divided by 10 is 1, so again, you could put a 1 here if you want, or you can just leave it. You had 5 x's, you took 2 away, there'd be 3 left. 2 y's, you took 1 away, there'd be 1 left. And then 20 divided by 10 is 2. We had 2 x's, took them both away, so they're gone. You had 2 y's, you took 1 away, there'd be 1 left over. So a lot of stuff to consider, but still not too bad. That one's pretty straightforward. In this last one, you try 60 and 15. 3 works, but 15 actually works too. So we're going to pull the whole 15 out, and we can take 1x away. 60 divided by 15 is 4. We had 3 x's. We took 2 away, or took 1 away, 2 left over. 15 divided by 15 is 1, and you took the x away. So we actually, this one's tempting. You might want to just leave it as nothing, but we have to be able to distribute back to get here. So we want that 1 there to keep its place. So that's how you would do the greatest common factor parts.